I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Attention, alien visitors. We got your message.
What is it you want us to do?
Die. But maybe you didn't get ours. Independence Day.
Welcome to Earth.
Rated PG-13.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, and this is a request from Brawl at Stipe. If anyone wants to request any reviews or re-reviews of movies or something else, or topics or reactions or pretty much any other type of video, you can request it, either send it directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is a review for Independence Day. Now, I have the Blu-ray beside the show, the DVD. Just there's some nice pictures on it. Especially love this shot. It's a really beautiful design. I mean, it's simple, but I always love the look of the saucers in this. And the film I've always loved. I saw this back in the day in 1996. I did not catch it in the theater, but I saw it on VHS tape. I'm not going to go into the plot. People know the plot of Independence Day. Aliens come, they blow up the White House, welcome to Earth, give them a computer virus, fuck up their day. But, yeah, it was VHS where I first saw this. And it was a VHS tape that had the lenticular cover. I believe that's what it was. The VHS where if you move it, it'd go from blowing up the White House back and forth. Right, there's the White House, now it's blown up. Which is weird if you think about it. You have a thing like, let me blow up the White House. It's weird when you think about it and you say it out loud. Oh, this is how you blow up the White House. It is kind of a weird thing. But it makes sense, just as part of the movie. And I remember the VHS had a trailer, a teaser I should say, for Volcano. Because that was, I guess 20th Century Fox felt that was going to be the next big event movie. Sadly it wasn't. I love Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones, but that did not do well at all. It got pushed back to finish effects and all that jazz. But yeah, I love Volcano. But this one, when I first saw it, I was amazed by the special effects and the likable cast, likable characters, and it did a nice blend of an Irwin Allen disaster movie and an alien invasion flick. Those Irwin Allen disasters like the Towering Inferno, the Poseidon Adventure, the Swarm, which I actually love the Swarm. Michael Caine. I quite enjoy that movie. A lot of people don't. And then, hey, what if you do with aliens coming to Earth? Now, of course, this is directed by Roland Emmerich and produced by Dean Devlin, and the two had worked on Stargate. And then after this, they would do Godzilla, which I do enjoy Godzilla, but not many people do. And I guess after Stargate, Roland Emmerich had this idea of doing a big budget alien invasion film. And it's weird when you think about it. Before that, there were not a lot of like big alien invasion movies. If you think about it, nowadays that's a dime a dozen. Oh, another alien invasion flick. I mean, you had War of the Worlds and even Battle Los Angeles, The Darkest Hour, Skyline. Even the Avengers technically is that. You know, countless others. Aliens invade Earth? Okay. Is it Tuesday? But I think of like films before that. I mean, not since maybe back in the day of the older War of the Worlds, Invaders from Mars, things of that nature. I guess you had the Invaders from Mars remake. But like that big budget epic style was not the norm. I think that's one of the many reasons why this film became such a huge hit. It felt a bit refreshing. Take something from old in the 50s, give it a big new paint job, get some excellent special effects. Like, this model work to me still holds up. And that's why I really talk a lot about model work or practical effects over CG. Yes, there's some CG that works very well. But you think of this time period. Look at the CG that was coming out in this time period. Now look at the practical effects. And then you tell me which holds up better. I love Mortal Kombat, but those CGI, reptile sequences don't hold up. The Mummy, I like The Mummy. Some of the CGI is not grandiose, 10 out of 10 perfect jobs. But Independence Day's model work on the saucers and the alien spaceships, and when they annihilate the cities and they're blowing up the White House, blowing up buildings here and there, it still works. It's still fairly fucking effective. You got David Arnold's score. The score I love. That it just makes you want to go out and kick some fucking alien ass, whoop E.T.'s ass, and take his fucking long neck and wrap it around his fucking body. It's a rousing score. And then the cast. I mean, you got Will Smith right after Bad Boys, Jeff Goldblum right after Jurassic Park, Bill Pullman. That right there is great. But you got Judd Hirsch from the TV show Taxi. You got Randy Quaid when he wasn't fucking nuts. You got Brent Spiner from Star Trek The Next Generation, Data. Even people like Vivica Fox and Harry Connick Jr. and I forget the lady who plays Jeff Goldblum's girlfriend, or ex, I should say ex. That's not going to be here. I forgot her name, but she did a good job. Again, a really good cast, likable characters, and the humor. See, that's the difference between Roland Emmerich and Michael Bay, and I like some of Michael Bay's movies, but they have. A lot of people compare the two. You look at their films, the humor is very different. Like, the humor in this film is very different from humor in a Transformers movie, which is another alien invasion film. But think about it, they're both PG-13, but look at the humor. Like Transformers, one of my issues is the humor with dogs fucking, or later on in sequels, pop brownies and shit. You don't have that in this. The humor is more of a sincere humor. I don't know if that's the best way to put it. Okay, like when Will Smith and Harry Downey Jr. they're talking in the locker room, and uh, Will Smith's girlfriend wants to marry him, and he drops the ring, and Harry Downey Jr. goes, "Hey, this is a wedding ring." And some guy comes in and sees Harry Downey Jr. holding the ring to Will Smith, and the guy's just like, and leaves. That to me was a funny scene. But there could be humor that people construe as hokey or cheesy. But to me, I just thought they were fun and entertaining. But I'm one of those guys that hates the word cheesy. Never cared for it. Or when Jeff Goldblum and Judd Hirsch, father and son, are playing chess. This is checkmate. It's not checkmate. It's not checkmate. Damn, it's checkmate. I did more innocent humor compared to what would be in Transformer films where Bumblebee is pissing on John Turturro. Oh, it's his oil, but he's pissing. That's what I mean. Like, Roland Emmerich, to me, has a more innocent sense of humor compared to Michael Bay. That's just my take on it. And it takes a while to get going, but what makes it work is that, okay, you get to know the characters, but they're likable characters. And what helps is that you have a good cast. In his prime, Will Smith showing a lot of energy to his scenes. Jeff Goldblum doing his thing. Bill Pullman being a great president. He's a president we would love to have. Just each person doing their jobs well. And then David Arnold's score fitting like a glove. And just the model work of the saucers when they enter the atmosphere and they hover over the cities. And again, really effective effect sequences. And then when the shit hits the fan, man, they just, that blowing up the White House has become iconic. It's become absolutely iconic. Yeah, and blowing up the entire cities and cars flying, and that poor sumbitch who stayed behind to get whatever fucking papers he need in the high-rise, skyscraper, just he dead. And then leading into the dogfight sequence, where you have these wide shots that look like hundreds of fucking ships and aliens. Why is it that I get more out of awe and wonder out of the effects in this than the fucking sequel? Maybe because the sequel is just a shitty story, shitty characters, but also just CGI. We're not even going to attempt at the model work to help make this a classic. We're not even going to fucking attempt that. Everyone else does CG, so we're going to do CG. Because that's the way it is. This scene works well with a fucking model White House that they built and blow that fucker up. Because the debris and the fire, they look real. Because they were real. There's something tangible you can almost taste and feel when that stuff happens. But even then, you do have the good effects if you want, but if it doesn't have characters you give a shit about, and it has some fun levity. When Jeff Goldblum and Judd Hirsch are traveling to the White House, come on, who do you think you are? When people want HBO, they call you. Or when the fast lane, no, they cut me off. No, Dad, no one's cutting you off. Just get there, okay? Just get there. What, you worried it's not going to be there? Or Harry Connick Jr. when he's talking with Will Smith. Listen, you need to kiss some serious booty. I think the one knee approach is great. Because the booty is... Just push the booty... No, sir, I'm just anxious to get up there and whoop E.T.'s ass. When he punches a fucking alien, that's why I call it Close Encounter. And I mean, Randy Quaid's character is this drunk who will crop dust the wrong field, but there's even an arc to his character. This is a smaller supporting character, and even he has a fucking arc where he sobers up and he brings some merit and some worth, and he's able to come in and save the day in a self-sacrifice manner. Hey boys, I'm back. And the words of my generation, up yours. You know, a character like that can have that moment because you built it up. You actually built up the character in a worthwhile fucking fashion. How wild and crazy is that? The Area 51 stuff with Brent Spiner. I love the look of the aliens. I think, again, the effects are well done. I like the design. I like the shape in the eyes. Like the almost reflective eyes. And how they'll use people to make them speak for them. And this like squid-like type of, tentacle squid-like type of, I thought that was a cool design. Was it Patrick Tatopoulos or was it someone else who did I can't remember who did the design work on the creatures. It was cool to see Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith work together and they go off into the alien spaceship and being in space. And each character has the moments. They're doing that. Bill Pullman leads the troops. Peace, give the big bomb. I love that stuff. And when they talked about a sequel, I went, I don't know if you need a sequel because everything ended here. You know, they saved the day. And if you had to do a sequel, it seemed like the sequel they should have done was what they thought the third film would be. Some other alien comes by. They know that we Earth defeated these guys. And so this alien force goes, wow, you're the only species to defeat these. You're the only species to destroy this. We need your help. And go off and still be in that small fish in a big pond, so you still have that underdog mentality, even though yes, we did defeat them before, but you know, what are we going to do this time? And maybe then you can get some creativity, ingenuity dealing with that plot, and have Will Smith have him come back, and Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman. Don't make Bill Pullman a fucking crazy nut who dies and then his death meant fucking nothing because 2 seconds later the stuff still kept coming. So, you don't make Bill Pullman crazy. Then you don't kill him off. And then his self-sacrifice was fucking meaningless. Don't do stupid shit like that I got pissed off. I wanted to throw my fucking glasses. So to me, that film doesn't exist. It's a piece of shit. You kill off Will Smith's character off screen, and you kill off Bill Pullman's character. Fuck you, movie. Suck my fucking dick hole. Suck on my ass. Fuck the sequel. This movie to me is still a classic. To me, only one movie exists. Sequel is a piece of shit. Because you got characters, you got scope, you got great special effects, you got a rousing score, fun and levity, but also seriousness, like when the president's wife passes away. This is a lady I barely know in the film, but the way it's done and the way the actors handle it, it's a nice emotional moment. And each person, like Jeff Goldblum and his ex-wife, who they get back together, they did nice moments. Will Smith and Vivica A. Fox did nice moments. Jeff Goldblum and his father Judd Hirsch did nice moments. Like, they took the time that each group get their moments to shine, at least on somewhat emotional resonance. And then, to save for last, what makes this film great is Bill Pullman's speech. I mean, what more can you say about the speech? And I can't do the whole speech, so, you know. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day. And that's what makes this film a classic. See you guys later. Bye-bye.